Oh my god, I love that beginning. It's more messy than good. Whoa, 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 whoa. Lyrically, this is a nightmare. And he's riding a cock. Oh, I quite like that. I watched too much Eurovision. Hey Eurovision fans, it's Tom Country from Shanghai back for another Eurovision reaction video. Tonight I'm going to be reacting to Australia Decides. That's Australia's national final. I'm going to listen and react to 11 songs and see which one I think could do well in Turin. So, let's kiki. As always, you can use the progress bar if you want to skip to a particular song. Short intro to Australia Decides. I really enjoy the show. I always think the hosts, Myth and Joel, are my favorite hosts out of any national final. They've got the best sense of humor, really great chemistry together. Have to admit, the last Australia Decides, that Montaigne one, I didn't think was particularly good quality. There wasn't really anything that I liked. I think I downloaded Montaigne's song, but I barely listened to it. So I'm hoping for something a little bit more lively this time. And just with Australia in general, they've been in competition since 2015. I love their first 3 songs, which all came top 10. Their later 3 entries, not so much. So for me, I kind of want to like restart that momentum that I felt that Australia's kind of lost. For me personally, I know a lot of people still like their stuff. But yeah, the results in the last 3 years haven't been as good, other than Kate Miller coming 9th. We've got 11 songs this year. We had 10 people who I think just got a normal way, and then we had 1 person who won a TikTok. I've noticed that Australia are second in the odds. I'm not exactly sure which song it is. I have an approximate idea. I'm going to be going through the songs in alphabetical order, which means the song I think is the reason they're second in the odds is near the end anyway. Let's start off with Andrew Lambrou. He's singing Electrify. There's very few official music videos out, so I'm largely reacting to lyric videos. I'm not going to put lyric videos up anymore because they get copyrighted. My Poland video got blocked because Cuba copyrighted his lyric video, even though it was 10 seconds looping. So it's not worth it to get blocked for that. Okay, Electrify is a cool title actually. I don't think we've had that title before in Eurovision that I remember. If I want to know my secret band. That start sounds really familiar. Of Azerbaijan or someone recently? I can't remember. I love this beginning. That is a fantastic beginning. Oh my god, I love that beginning. Amazing. Do not stop. Okay. That was the best 10-second starting we've had this Eurovision season. Okay, I hope we can work off that. That's a good start. These visuals are a bit generic, but that doesn't matter if the song is good. You can fix visuals. It's harder to fix the song. Okay, come on. Give me more of that stuff from the start. Oh, I like how kind of different it is. Yeah, wow, this is a really great start. Yeah, I wish we were getting a little bit more of that flavor at the start. It's still good though. It's like a real solid dancey boppy song. Really reminds me of Sandro Running from Cyprus in 2020. Ooh. Okay, I did not know he was going to go into Spanish. That's a bit random. He must, I presume his background is Hispanic. It's kind of cool. I feel like I'm getting a free Spanish lesson. Yeah, that bit at the start that I really liked is gone. He's bringing a little bit more of that kind of like Gregorian, not Gregorian chanting. I kind of think of like Byzantine chanting or something. Yeah, I don't feel like he's kept up the quality that the starting had. It's absolutely fine. It's on the better side of medium. Also known as good. Yeah, I just think it's a little bit too clubby. I think this is going to be like really hard to stage unless you had another Kate Miley-esque idea. But yeah, he's giving himself a lot of work. Yeah. Some nice, his vocals kind of came out towards there at the end. I have to admit, I didn't really even notice his vocals for the start. It was more just like standard dancey vocals, whereas then actually he got to sing a little bit more, and I remarked them. Yeah, look, the beginning was really nice because I thought we were getting like it felt like an Azerbaijan ethnic moment at the start, and then they kind of like ditched that. And they kept some of the chanting, but it was kind of later, and they lost. I can't remember what it was. I actually might check. What was it, like a horn or something at the start? Or yes, I know what it is. That is the same wind instrument that Eleni Fuego had at the start of Fuego. Eleni Fuego had at the start of Fuego, isn't it? Or am I crazy? Yes, it is. That is the exact same beginning as Fuego. I knew it. I knew it. I watched too much Eurovision. It's finally paying off. I can pick out references. Yeah, it's very similar to the beginning, but I wish he'd actually kept that up. He kind of did that instrument and then it didn't come out later. So it's a little bit disappointing there. I still thought the song was good, but anyway, our next song is Charley. She says, I suck at being lonely. Hopefully she only sucks at being lonely and not at picking songs. Charley, what on my secret bang? Okay. She's going for that tickly vocal that Samira Manners had in Melfest. This has already reminded me of that same In Australia Decides 2020. We had that real thoughtful guy who played the piano. I think he ended up coming fourth. This really like thoughtful, soft song. I think he had long hair. I'm getting that kind of like I'm a big girl in a big world vibe, that in terms of the motif of the song. Yeah, that's got a pretty kind of delicate to it. It's very understated. That laugh thing, it feels a little bit like she's putting on an English accent. Yeah, it's definitely going somewhere. It's not. It's got a pulse. It's slightly dragging me along with it. I feel like if she really builds up into an explosion, I feel like it will have been worth waiting. Yeah, we're getting more of an instrumental build coming into something. Yeah, that's a pretty development. Yeah, and the lyrics are quite nice. I suppose they're about something. Yeah, this is a nice composition. I am kind of getting a little bit Disney vibes, but like adult Disney. Obviously Disney songs aren't about lonely. I suppose they are actually. The princesses are lonely, so they need a prince to validate them. Definitely feels like a journey. Bit of a whirlwind there at the end. Yeah, I can admit. Oh, it's not over. Definitely has that Aieva Ayukatukaduta from Lithuania vibe. That like life song, ethereal, timeless quality. Yeah, I thought that was good. I'm definitely. I don't think that's the type of music that I would particularly download or listen to. But for what it is, I am. I think I've been in that building. For what it. No, I haven't. I could hear the quality into it. I could hear the expertise in the songwriting. I thought that was very complimentary, and I enjoyed it. I didn't find it like bad to sit through. It was more just the fact it's not really my cup of tea, that I just felt a little bit more like it was a tiny bit of work to sit through. But she did build successfully, and she was swirly and whirly, and it built up to a little bit of an instrumental climax at the end. So yeah, well constructed. She sang it very prettily. I thought some of the English accent stuff was probably a little bit unnecessary, and then lyrically it seemed to have something in this content. So look, I would rate that highly, but I would never download that, but I respect it in the competition. Anyway, next up we've got Erica Padilla, To the Bottom. Yes, she was. This is the girl who won TikTok, so she got in the hard way. Erica Padilla, To the Bottom, one on my secret bang. Okay. That building looks really familiar. I think I used to live in Sydney for a year. I think I was at it. No, I probably haven't. It's just another building. Okay, this is fine so far. She's doing her thing with the piano. Let's see what we get with the pop drop. Come on, pop drop. I thought she was going somewhere really good there just as she was getting into the chorus. Nah. Yeah, X Factor vibes. Just kind of medium. Not bad, just medium. Nobody's ever looking for a medium song in a national final, let's be real. I do think when you've got like a song like this, you might as well just throw in like a gigantic risk, because these middle of the road songs don't tend to win unless you're in like the Danish national final or everyone else is a flop. So I think like almost go for something wild or indulgent or risky is worth it. Yeah, it's just more of the same. Whoa, I've got a minute left. It does feel a bit. I'm gonna sit through as many as I can. And what I'll probably do is if there's anything I want to skip, instead of skipping, I'll just stop talking and then cut out my silence. Oh, hurry up. I just feel like nothing's happening. Like, if you didn't like that first minute, that's it. Because it's just the second, third minute the same. Nice big note, but it's just the same again. Not a car crash, just not ambitious enough. Too mediocre. She's written herself down fairness. Seems with a sibling, Erica. Oh no, sorry, she is Erica. Her sibling is Isabella. And then 2 other guys. Yeah, no, that just didn't do it for me at all. It was just real, nothing, yeah. Okay, anyway, let's go to the 4th song. It's by G Nation. I don't know what the G stands for. And the song's called Bite Me. And I recognize one of the writers. It's Leia Nanos, who I believe has entered once or twice before. Maybe she thought the song wasn't suitable for her. So I recognize her name. And the song's called Bite Me. Wanna Know My Secret Bang. Okay, that's what I'm talking about, having a little bit of risk. And even if it doesn't work, at least you tried. Nice urban feel, bit of attitude. Yeah, this is one of the stronger ones so far. Ooh, really sounds like Beyonce, that vocal. Getting late 90s vibes, but in a positive way. Okay, I can forgive that. Let's keep going. Come on. Oh, I'm a bit excited now. Come on. That's a decent start. They just need to slam dunk it. Come on. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, I quite like that. Oh, weird. Oh, that's cool. It's like Hulk Apocalypse, but also 80s. And also, oh, I was getting Middle Eastern vibes as well. That was really, really good pop drop. Really, really interesting. Interesting sounds. And I want to hear it again now, because I want to hear more of those. I want to analyze it more and filter out what they were, their influences were. Good songs are hard to have to admit. Those girls, those Serbian girls, man, they were amazing performers. I just like that, really like that electronic stuff in the background. I'm not saying I would definitely download it, but it's just really interesting. So it's like the melody is not like super wide, but I just love this. These sounds are really cool. It does have quite a few girl band tropes in it as well, but that's interspersed with the good ideas. It's giving me like steampunk vibes as well. I don't know if that's relevant. Oh, how cool would it be if the 4 or 5 of them, how many came out? I think there's 6 of them actually. If they all came out in steampunk. No one has fulfilled my steampunk fantasy at Eurovision yet really well. Anyway, can I ever think about it? No. Steampunk isn't done enough. Okay, yeah, I thought that was really good. That's probably my number 1 so far. Would it be? Yeah, because the start of the first one I liked, but then it didn't really finish well. So yeah, that is currently my number 1, but we've got lots of big names left. But I'm still actually really enjoying this national final. So this is a good national final. There's a good variety. I wouldn't say there's a good variety, but it's decent enough quality. I'm not like pain to sit through it. Isaiah Firebrace and Evie. Irie, of course I know Isaiah Firebrace when he came 9th, I think. He had his little bum note in the semis, but then he did well in the final. He was on his Lazy Susan, done by Sacha Jean-Baptiste. I really like that song. I don't think other people liked it as much as I did, but that was actually would have been in my top 10 that year. I thought it was a really, really great pop song. I loved his ad-libs at the end. They were really, really great. And I love the visuals that Sacha Jean-Baptiste did, where it had his face going through all these kind of like sultry reds, purples and blues. In any case, he's back with Evie Irie, who I don't know. The song is called When I'm With You. They've written it together with Taka Perry. Wanna Know My Secret Bang. What are we getting? Are we getting a Senorita song? She looks very familiar. I would say she looks like... Is it Drew Barrymore? It's a fine start. It's a singer-songwriter strummy number. Yeah, it sounds very mainstream targeted. Yeah, it's not for me yet, or maybe ever, but definitely not yet. Very different from what he had first time. Yeah, it's got that kind of like R&B feel. It's not really... I'm hearing some instruments, like they're performing it well. That kind of little twangy thing that's going in the background is fine. It's just not enough enjoyable melodic stuff for me. Yeah, I'm really trying to hear what's special about it. Okay, that was a nice vocal dip there. And they're harmonizing well, but I want the melody to come through more. Yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed. I think my expectations were probably pretty high for them. I was getting kind of like power couple vibes before. Nah, I'm not there. Maybe it's just because it's that R&B sound, which I don't... There are some R&B songs I like, but I don't naturally gravitate towards it. Yeah, they've built successfully, but what they were building, it's just, yeah, not for me. I'll listen to the end. Yeah, a little bit disappointed with that. I could imagine some people thinking that was really liking that, because I think within its genre it's pretty decent. I won't mind sitting through the performance when they're on, and I'd say that they're probably going to bring something that's like quite competent in terms of performance, but yeah, the song I just wouldn't really listen to. We're still doing pretty well. We are on our 6th song, and I haven't skipped anything fully yet. The song is Jaguar Jones. It's called Little Fires. Now, Jaguar Jones, she has competed before. I can't remember what the song was called, but I just remember visually she won the competition for me. I don't think the song was as good, but she had this really cool stuff with yellow and black. I remember just being like absolutely spellbound. She's a real artist, and I love her styling, and I love her like personal taste, and everything about it was really amazing. This is actually one of the few official music videos that I'm going to watch, and I am going to risk watching it because visually I think she's a real artist and I want to see what she's got. Her actual name is Dina Lynch, so it is written by her. She is the type of person that I really would love to love their song, but if I don't love it, I don't love it, but I would love her to go eventually. I think she's super talented. Want to know my secret? Bang. I wonder if this is going to make reference to Australian fires, actually. She's quite rocky. Come on, visuals, come through. Ooh, she's got an interesting rope thing set up. Okay, it's a promising starting. One of the better ones so far. Definitely a different vibe from last time. Ooh, what a tableau. That's incredible. Like an insect caught in a web. Totally not what I was expecting in terms of a genre. Look at that position she's in. Crazy. Like, this staging looks ready to go for Eurovision. You could almost have, well, you'd have a little bit more camera movement, but... And you probably need more to happen, but it's very striking imagery. This song for me is, I don't know. I don't know enough of her back catalogue to say how true this is to her. It's not my expectation of what she had last time or what I was expecting to get after seeing her last time. So it's a different side to her. I don't know if it's a successful side, to be honest. Yeah, she was like rocking out last time and she had a lot of attitude, and this is very arty and thoughtful. Like maybe slight Toriyama styles. Maybe I'm just singing that because of her hair. Ah, okay, here comes the rock bit. Yeah. I really want to like it. It's fine. I just don't super like it. I'm so massively rooting for it, my god. Like, as a visual artist, I want her in Eurovision so badly. Yeah, it's cool. She's bringing the drama at the end. Does have an epicness to it. And the song itself does lend itself to some dramatic staging. I just didn't love it to the degree that I want to love it. I think that's going to be in with a shot because it definitely has a dramatic build-up. Maybe the build-up is a little bit too slow. I think it feels like a level and then a very steep rise into a different level. It doesn't feel like you're climbing, and maybe that's why I think if it was like climbing a little bit more, I feel like she sacrificed too much to have that shock of the sudden change in tempo. Whereas if she kind of built us up, it would have been obvious that she was going into the tempo change, but then maybe it also would have built up that anticipation for the first 90 or so seconds, which I felt maybe was a tiny bit plotty. And I had visuals which all the other songs didn't have, and the visual was very interesting, and it still felt like if I didn't have that, I would be quite impatient to get into something. So, but I think there's a lot of people who are going to think that's a really epic song, and when it comes to the chorus, they're going to be like, wow, this is like a breakthrough, epic, rocky, rock ballad moment. So, you know, I wouldn't hate it if she won at all, but as a melody and as a song, I would be surprised if I ended up downloading and really like that. But weirder things have happened. Let's go to the 7th song. It's Jude York saying, I won't need to dream. Okay, that's a slightly odd title. Oh, I think this is going to be sleepy. Jude York, Wanna Know My Secret Bang. I hope it's not sleepy. Ooh, slightly trippy beginning. Oh, sleepy. It literally says sleep. The first lyric. Whoa. This is where already having a draw is really, really useful, because they have sleepy, pacey, and it keeps you awake. And I'm going alphabetical order, which is not the best draw. This is sleepy background music. I will hear it out, but I'm getting lullaby, bedtime story vibes. The lyric video is charming. I'm not going to post a lyric video, but it's got a guy walking through a starry dreamland. Oh. Ooh, okay. That's a good mix-up. Okay. He's got me more on board now. I'm glad I set that out. That's very it is dreamy. And he's riding a cock. He's not riding a cock. He's riding a bird. Okay. Okay, it was good because he didn't drag it on too long. He converted into the second stage after 2 minutes. So, do you know what? This is interesting. This made me think of Dreamtime, which is that, I don't know all the details of it, but I know that in Aborigine culture they have the Dreamtime. It is giving me that like dreamy, afterlife, otherworldly feel. Those harps are very pretty as well. This could have some great staging with, actually, because some real trippy, dreamy visuals, and it wouldn't be out of place. Okay, I ended up quite enjoying that. You know what? I deserve it for all the stuff I sit through. Finally, one of the things I sit through actually turned around. It did very dreamy at the start, but then it got just very otherworldly and ethereal, and I actually enjoyed that. And the second half of the song went by much quicker. So I put that near my top. Anyway, let's go to Paulini. She's talking that we are one. Oh, that's a dodgy title. That is a dodgy title. Guessing champion, we're hero vibes. Paulini, Wanna Know My Secret Bang. Okay, Melfest. We're 8 songs in. I am feeling a little bit tired, actually. Oh, 10. Oh, I needed that energy boost. It's disco-y. I think this is better quality than the last national final. Okay, let's see where we're going. This is going to be with the pop drop, really. This is a pretty standard disco build-up. Wow. Lyrically, this is a nightmare. Okay, let's see where she goes. Pop drop. It sounds like a song that's already been released, but just like slightly changed so that they don't get sued. Yeah, I'm not feeling it, but if you're into disco, I think this will be a nice treat. I'll sit through it again. Oh god, I got a minute 20 left. It sounds really, really familiar to a disco song by like Enough Is Enough. It sounds a little bit like that. Enough is enough is enough. I can't go on. It's a little bit similar to that. Is that by Donna Summer? Yeah, I'm kind of waiting for this to end. Yeah, it sounds so much like that song I mentioned earlier. It's one of the better disco songs we've had this year. Yeah, it's just, I don't have a problem with these 70s, 80s songs at all. They can be great. Like Grease last year was fantastic, but you've got to have a great melody as well. You can't just have like a really generic melody hidden behind 70s, 80s sound. And just because it's 70s, 80s, it doesn't make it exciting or fresh. You do need to have a good melody as well. That melody was absolutely and utterly fine. It was just fine. It was medium. I was really much waiting for that to get over. It was better towards the end when it got into the end. But the end of a disco song should be exciting. I don't think you should get extra points for... I don't think that's an achievement. But yeah, the middle was a bit sleepy. Having said that, I'm 8 songs in. Obviously, I'm going to get more and more impatient as we go on. In any case, let's go into Seann Miley. I'm not in a bad mood or anything. These videos are quite tiring when you go through... When you sit these songs... Because usually if you don't like a song, you just skip through. But, you know, I tried to sit through them all. Anyway, Seann Miley Moore, My Body. I hope this is not an anti-vax song. Seann, wanna know my secret bang?
My body is not a project.
My body's not a project, okay. If this is anti-vax, I'm skipping. Whoa. Lyrically not there yet. There's a lot of these like pop songs with a thumpy beat this year in Aussie sides. Okay, he can save this now with a very good pop drop. Come on, Seann, with 2 ends. Oh, it's more messy than good. Oh, yeah, messy. Oh man, I think this is near my bottom, I gotta be honest. It's just, the chorus just sounds like dun 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 ba, dun 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 ba. It just, it sounds too simple. It's a little bit like a woodpecker. I don't know, I have to admit, I'm not fully getting what the lyrics are. I'm getting self-empowerment vibes, which, you know, is kind of done to death. This mix-up is a bit better. Kind of prefer if the whole song was this. My body's not a project. What does he mean by that? It does give me anti-vax vibes. I'm sure that's not what it is, because, you know, these type of shows do lean quite heavily left. But okay. Nah, that just wasn't for me. I don't know, maybe if I'd had it earlier, I would have had a different thing. Like, was that really any worse than Eric Padilla? I don't know. It's really, what can I do? I can't have the same energy 9 songs that I do after one. It's just not possible. Unless I did it separately, but then I start repeating the same adjectives. That's what happens if I do my videos in parts. Okay, by process of elimination, I haven't heard anything super special yet. Australia are second in the odds. I'm going to guess that the song that's really, really good this year is either Sheldon Riley, which is coming up next, or Voyager. I think I've seen something about Sheldon Riley, so maybe that is it. But just because other people like it doesn't mean I like it. Right now, number 1 in the odds is Italy, and I don't like that. I think it's okay, but I don't like it the same way other people do. This is Sheldon Riley saying Not the Same. Wanna know my secret bang?
I was told at 6 years old, found it hard to
Okay, interesting vocal. Sounds quite unique, and this visual is very unique as well. He's got pearls dripping down his face and pretty jewelry. I wonder what his background is. Does he win a show or something? Yeah, The Voice. He's from The Voice. Vocals are really amazing. Pretty melodies in the chorus. It's seeming like the strongest one so far. I'm not even like super wow, but he's got plenty of time left. His vocals are very powerful. If he can do this in the show, that's going to be very impactful. Okay, chorus again. Wow, he does a lot of work in the chorus. Other than that piano helping him, this is a one-man show. Yeah, those vocals are very haunting and feels like he's searching as he goes up. Wow. Okay, I'm glad he's building a little bit. That's always good. Getting a slight rapping now. Okay, there's a lot of passion in this. He's building up. He's climaxing. I'm very much looking forward to his visuals as well. This visual picture I have is really interesting. Okay, final one. Is that it? No, 30 seconds. Ooh, very soft. Wow, very intimate. Oh, one more swirl. Wow. Yeah, it's what just like God, he that really was all about him. He just absolutely killed that. Those vocals were just absolutely sensational. Really did feel like the melody, always the melody is sung by the singer, but it felt like he was doing all the work and kind of doing these like very just these kind of like note gymnastics, but in a very smooth way. It didn't sound clunky or that kind of like over singing that they kind of tend to do in American Idol. Felt very like a little bit of that quality that John Steers have, that kind of like desperate beckoning type of like slightly wailing, but in a positive way. Yeah, it seemed really interesting. It's I was definitely reminding me of Jaguar Tusk, because there was that slight pause at the end before going into another, like a very soft into another final explosion. So that definitely came to mind. I can see why it's the favorite to win. I don't know if I'm really hearing that like second in the odds yet. But then again, there's also the potential from this visual. This visual is really editorial and high like Vogue fashion. So if he's bringing like incredible visuals with that really like desperate, sincere and intimate vocal in the final performance, yeah, absolutely, magic can definitely happen. And you know, one thing I'll say about these people who come from the X Factor and the Voices, they tend to do pretty well, like because they've just had that being on stage with everyone looking at them experience. And you know, the ones who aren't really able to cut it in those shows tend to get lost earlier on. So no, really, we've had a lot of really good performers from those shows. I never watched them myself, but yeah, apparently he was on The Voice. Okay, look, I think of all the songs so far, that's probably my favorite. I think it's the most likely one I will download. I don't think that is overrated. I don't know. I haven't got the full vibe from the community yet. I've just heard a couple of things and obviously seen the odds, and I'm assuming that it's because of that. And it's kind of good in a way that I can work out which song to talk about. There's one song left, Voyager, but I'm assuming that it's about that, and the fact that I can pick out that is high quality vibes from it, that's promising. Okay, the last song is Voyager, and the song is called Dreamer. We have an official music video for One Under My Secret Bang. Ooh, computer game music. And a different vibe as well, so that's good. Looks like we're getting a group, which is good. Ooh. Whoa. That reminds me of... Oh, what's that Aussie band I really love? We Are the... Oh, fuck. Oh, okay, I really like this. They really reminds me of someone. Oh, that's going to drive me absolutely crazy. I'm actually pausing. Sorry, I had to pause it. It's the presets. It really reminds me of the presets who are an Aussie. Is this the presets? Is this a guy from the presets? It has to be. It sounds so much like them. Okay, his vocal is so much like the presets. It's driving me crazy. My God, okay, no, sorry, I'm just freaking out. Yeah, this is such a different sound. I really like this. I'm so surprised. Maybe this is why they're second in the odds. Wow, what a different song if Australia sent this. They look super confident and like really comfortable on stage. It's rocky, but I'm getting all this like kind of electronic vibes as well. And that vocal's fantastic. I love his presets voice. His look is really cool as well. That shaved head with the long hair. Awesome that Australia decides a song like this. I'm so like happy. Hopefully this is Måneskin's influence. We thought it would be stronger. Yeah, this is great. Losing a tiny bit of steam from me, but I'm still largely enjoying it. They look like really seasoned. Like, I think their performance is going to be spot on. Yeah, wow, brilliant. I'm so happy because I was, first of all, so not expecting that, because I went in very conscious of, headphones out. That was just like really pleasant surprise, because I was so conscious going in that they're second the odds. I was like, okay, kind of listening out for that song. Obviously, when you see countries doing well, you're like, oh, I want to hear something good. And then when I got to Sheldon Riley, I was like, Sheldon Riley, that's a really good song. Definitely could be second in the odds. And then I was like, okay, let's just get through this last song quickly. And it came on, and it was really impactful with that kind of computer game music. And then that vocal sounds absolutely and utterly. I have to look up who the Presets singer is. If you don't know the Presets, they are an Aussie, like, very thumpy, heavy electronic group that I think I found when I was living in Sydney. No, it's different. They're different. Yeah, they're electropop, but they've got some, if you want some recommendations from them, check out My People. I love that song. That's an immigration song. Really great. This Boys in Love is another great song. They're actually both from the same album, Apocalypso. Yeah, check them out. But my God, those singers, their vocals, and it's super similar. I really enjoyed that. I don't know if it was actually probably slightly exaggerated from the fact that my expectations were super low. I was really like, oh my God, let's get this last song over and done with. And then it was like, oh my God, actually, this is really good. And then I just got a little bit of a slap on the face. Yeah, they looked really professional. I love their styling. It was a simple music video, but it was really effective. Actually, probably will. I've shown this, which you will have seen. Yeah, I really enjoyed that, and it's something totally and utterly different. You know, whereas I think that it depends what the format is, but if sucking up all the rock votes and then everyone else is split, because there's like more pop and ballads and stuff, and they're fighting over, they're having to share votes more, this could come through. But yeah, like really great to have a bit of variety, because let's be real, Australia Decides has been pretty much all pop, and then Jaguar Jones had like kind of pop rock last time. But so this is giving that a little bit of variety, and I thought that we'd have more of a Maneskin effect this year, and that more rock songs would come through. Well, I haven't really. Finland have one, but Finland always has rock, so that's nothing new. We haven't actually had as many coming through, so it's nice to see this in Australia. They look really competent. It looks like a well-written song, well-performed, nothing like super amazing. I don't think that's a reason that they're second in the odds, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's part of the reason, because people are like, okay, well, we can bet on the two of them together. Either one winning is still going to get us up, because there is a risk with betting on people when they're in the national final. Also, the odds are early, so even one big bet can make someone jump up. It's not totally representative, so I'm aware of that. But look, overall, I thought that was a really good national final. I thought it was much better than the 2021. I can see me probably end up downing like maybe 3 or 4 songs, which I think is a really good conversion. So this is my top 11. Sometimes it changes when I'm editing, but at this point in time, my number 1 is Sheldon Riley. I still just thought it was very gorgeous. I thought his vocals were just magical. Voyager really surprised me. Really happy with that, and great to see something different in Aussie Decides. And then G Nation, also a good girl group song. How often that happened? It's super rare. Really, before Serbia last year. When was the last girl group we had? My God, I can't think of anybody. I remember Last Ketchup. It's super rare that we get a good girl group in, emphasis on good girl group in Eurovision. So that's great. And then Jude with that gorgeous dreamy song as well. Not gorgeous, like great dreamy song, like kind of trippy. Yeah, there's some really great stuff. Even Lambrou in 5th. I thought that that started off really had some great elements, which unfortunately didn't conclude, but it was still a decent dance song. So, you know, the odd thing, it could just be because the fact that the quality is actually pretty decent this year. So I'm very happy with this. I'm very excited to see who wins. I don't think it's super clear. Let's go check the odds quickly, actually. I have been very good. I haven't checked the odds. I've been a good boy. Oh, wow. Okay. So Sheldon Riley is 59% to win, 5 to 1, 1 to 5 to win. Okay, so apparently it's very short. I wonder how recent his The Voice performance was, because that could influence how much of a momentum he's got with the public. Oh, he came 3rd. Boy George was his mentor. I've never ever watched a single episode of The Voice, and I probably will keep that record until my grave. Bella Page, she rings a bell as well, so she was in the same season as him. Bloody hell, those odds have got him heavy. 2nd, Charley, that Girl in the City song, and then Voyager, the one I liked, is 3rd. Okay, cool. And G Nation's 4th. So actually my top 3 are 3 of the top 4 in the odds. And actually I like Charley as well. I put her 6th. But yeah, I still thought the song was decent. Oh, the ones I didn't like are at the bottom. Okay. God, I've got this like massive synchronicity with the bookmakers this year. Okay, in any case, that's what I thought about the Australian national final. Let me know who are your favorites in the comment section down below. And thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in another Eurovision reaction video very soon. Goodbye.